Detecting talk of the day, Monday, November 27th, 6:45 a.m. Overcast, blustery, sort of cold. After careful consideration, I have decided I'm going to donate some of my finds off of this old site down here to 2 museums. Okay, I've never sold anything I've ever found. I probably never would. If I did sell it, it would be to a museum, but I'm not selling these. And the reason why I'm giving this stuff to 2 museums is back in 1804, they redrew some county line boundaries. So I don't know exactly when these old items were lost. One of them dates back, it's got a date on it, 1784. So this land was one county at one time, and then they sliced part of it off and made it the county in which I'm standing now. So I'm going to equally divide them and give them to both county museums, okay? I actually met the president of the county this place once was, of that museum. He said they don't have any Spanish bits in that museum, so they will get, the public will get something to look at. Okay, and I'll get to put my name on them and maybe try to get some history on this stuff, you know, and because, you know, I don't have any errors really, you know, and I don't want to see the stuff just get lost or get put in a keyhole somewhere where people can, you know, some people around here might not have realized the money used back in the old days. I've got a few other items I'll probably donate if I can find them. Okay. Now we're going to talk a little bit about this Deus 2 right here in the menu system. Well, we're not going to go into great detail on the menu system, but this detector is a little unique because you get to scroll through the programs as such. See me doing it there? So I get to scroll through the programs on this detector, and I get to put in programs adjacent. What does this mean? Folks using this detector, if you will build yourself about 4 programs, and think about, put your hunt program in the middle, alright? So you go to a site and it's got some old and mixed history, for example, okay? Well, you put your hunt program in the middle. Maybe you're going to use Notch, okay? Put the same program next to it with no Notch. Alright? Now what would that do for you? Well, you can spot check targets to see if there's any lower conductive masking taking place, especially if you're using the 40 max programs on this detector, like sensitive FT, general, and the fast programs. Some of these finds you're seeing ID in the window on running Notch could be lying to you. They may not be a junk target per se. They may have higher conductivity level. You may be running a Notch, for example, of a 80 in this machine, and you get an 82. Well, that ain't the real reading of the signal. So you could do a few spot checks, especially in a site where the finds are starting to dwindle the targets. You could also put you a program in here with deep high conductor, where you could spot check a target, you know, spot check with deep high conductor. Okay. This could help you. I've shown a lot of videos showing how these different programs can behave depending on the masking situation. Okay. And it's not hard to scroll on this machine, and your ground balance, if you're using a 40 kilohertz max frequency, carries over. So that's not a big deal. When you scroll, you know, from a Notch program to a non-Notch program, You might also consider, even in a relic side or in a high iron site, to put you a 40 kilohertz a mono program in there where you've got 4. Title them so you know what they are, and you can scroll. You get over a suspicious sounding target. There's some targets that 40 kilohertz is going to do better on than the fast multi-frequency on this machine. Fast multi-frequency could struggle. You could be an old relic site and you could toggle to 40 kilohertz and sweep over like, wait a minute, that sounds better. I think I'll dig. You see what I'm talking about? Not many other machines allow this to be done as easy, where you've basically got 4 programs preset in your machine with titles, and you get to use your hunt program and do whatever you think you need to do in the wild with a push of a button, and sweep and watch and listen. Sharpshooter does this with this machine, okay? Now, you wouldn't do it necessarily all the time on every target located. You know, you may get ample information on your hunt program on a target. Okay? But it can help you. You may be passing on some targets that you shouldn't be passing on necessarily because of the lack of actual accurate information got using your hunt program. Okay, now you can do this with the WS6. The only problem, you're only allowed to save 1 program per factory program on that WS6. So if you do it with a WS6, you would have to build a program for the different programs, and you would be scrolling more. Okay, versus using the remote here with the DS2. But it can be done. Can be done and could be useful. Okay? You know, when you use the machine like this, and you learn its tendencies and behaviors depending on the frequency mode used, you know, it makes you a better detectorist. Yeah, if you're out just digging every signal, it may not, you know, be that advantageous for you. You know, but there's sites where I go, I don't dig every signal. There's a little park down the road over here. If I took you to that and put this detector in a fast program and swept it around with a 6.8 disc, it would be constantly going off. You know why, right? Because there's a lot of lower conductive trash in that thing. So I can't go in there and dig every signal. You know, they'd run me off. Some house yards that are like that too. Well, that's going to conclude the video today. I hope everybody has a nice day.